What up? Oh, you know what we need to do? We need to complete that. Maybe we'll do that towards the end of the stream. Let's make sure the stream goes live. Boom, we're there. What's going on, everybody? Appreciate anybody watching the VOD. We're going to give it a moment. Let some people get in here. Maybe look through some news for a bit. What was the first one I wanted to read? Oh, how doctors discovered the vaping illness. This is not infectious. I just don't know what it is. Dr. Lynn Andrea thought she was dealing with an infection when two teenage boys struggling to breathe arrived in her intensive care at Children's Hospital of Wisconsin on the 4th week of July. Wisconsin. Teens had fevers and coughs, were fatigued. When she looked at the CT chest scans, their airways looked very sore, red, and irritated. Some of the airways were even bleeding. Symptoms would have indicated infectious like pneumonia. There should have been a lot of pus, and there wasn't. Little fucking bug, dude. We will get you. It really looked like some sort of inhalation injury. Pediatric pulmonologist, I don't know. Pulmonologist at the Wisconsin hospital. I mean, I'm trying to put it together. Two other teens with similar symptoms arrived at the hospital the previous month, with 4 teens in the hospital, 3 of them in the ICU, and all sick from mysterious lung illness with no apparent cause. Wow. Common theme? It was like teenager, 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 and going. There's got to be a common theme here, said Dr. Mike Meyer, medical director of the Pediatric Intensive Care Unit, told colleagues at a time. The only thing they all had in common was history of vaping. And their colleagues at Children's would be among the first doctors in the nation to uncover and sound the alarm on vaping lung illness. Did you get the M1 bonus for when I signed up? What? For real? Let's check, dude. I don't know. That would be tight as fuck. Refer and earn. You haven't received any successful referrals yet. Keep sharing. What? That's some bullshit. If you're friends, use the link below or share a pie when they sign up and fund their M1 account. You'll both get cash to invest. What? They fucked me. They're fucking me. Maybe it's like after you deposit a certain amount or something like that. I don't know. Health officials still don't know exactly what's making people sick. The Center for Disease Control and Prevention has dispatched more than 100 physicians and investigators to pinpoint the cause of deadly outbreak, which it initially said resembled a rare form of pneumonia. What's going on, Jables, by the way? Early symptoms include coughing, shortness of breath, fatigue, chest pains, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea. State and federal health officials are painstakingly interviewing patients and their parents, gathering data on what the victims were vaping. They've covered about half the cases so far, according to the CDC officials. FDA scientists are running tests on the actual vaping pens patients are using. Got that work life going right now. That's what's up, dude. We've made some pretty good trades that I'm excited to go over. We've made some good trades on Robinhood using margin. We bought some more ACB because we feel like we're feeling a bottom here. We bought 100 shares for almost $400. See how we're kind of finding this bottom right here? I'm liking it. I think a couple more quarters, we'll start to go back up. I don't know. Not much, just a little bit. Mainly, though, check this out. We bought $1,000 more of Maxar for 85 shares, and Maxar is killing it right now. Murder game, up 5.8% today. It's up to 11.85. We're killing it, bruh. Killing it. My average cost is 10.73 right now, and we have 218 shares. Just making that day trade. Look at my day's return. Just today alone, I've made $150 off that trade. Let's fucking go, baby. Let's fucking go. And Maxar pays a dividend. And I'm not selling. They're going to 20 bucks. They're going to $20 a share. They're going to double my money. This is not the right dividend. They pay like 1 cent a share right now while they're restructuring a bunch of debt they have. But look at that. Look at that. And an M1 Finance over here. Enbridge just increased their dividend. They're fucking cranking. They're up like 3% today. It's just steady energy money just coming in. Nice little dividend yield of 6%. Are you kidding me? 6%? Let's fucking go, yo. Take it down. We got over a G in the financial simulator. Financial simulation is cruising. $19 in gains. We're up to $3.15 in dividends. That's what we're looking for here. Celanese Corporation, 2 cents. PNC Bank, 1 cent. Sheesh, Randcorp, no sleep. Just kidding. I wake up and I fire it up. This is the dream right here, AK Jordan. I appreciate you stopping out. The dream is to just wake up every day, fire this up, and be able to be with you guys. You know what I mean? Be able to hang out all day and investigate stuff like this. Have some fun. You know? And yet still be able to pay the bills somehow. Public health officials are urging consumers to stop vaping, especially THC, the psychoactive ingredient in marijuana. Spike in teen use of e-cigarettes has prompted the Trump administration to draft new rules, temporarily remove all flavored e-cigarettes from the market. Damn. The index patient. It's unclear what role e-cigarettes have played in the illness, and researchers on vaping impact on the lungs is scant. First case of EVALI appeared in April and rapidly increased beginning in July, even though consumers had been vaping for years. CDC officials have theorized that the rise of nicotine-filled e-cigarettes may have laid the groundwork for teens to start experimenting with riskier products like THC that lead to illness. The THC doesn't lead to the illness, it's something else that it's cut with. It's a cutting agent that people are using, for sure. Some individuals who vape are more frequently starting to experiment with other products. Dr. Ann Schatz, the CDC Principal Deputy Director, told reporters last month that may be laying a fertile ground for expanded use of riskier products. I mean, I definitely agree with that. Like, young teens and shit are probably getting introduced to vaping before anything else at this point. Like, Juuls, those little hideable Juuls, that's probably the first thing kids are getting their hands on these days. For sure. Then they try cannabis. They try smoking cannabis. Whereas in the past, it was like actual cigarettes or cannabis were like the first two. It was probably cannabis before cigarettes, to be honest. But everybody's put out this false narrative of vaping so healthy and it's so much better than cig. So I'm sure little kids, and it's got flavors and shit. You know what I mean? So like that's the go-to gateway at this point, I feel like. This is not infectious. It wasn't until the next 3 patients arrived that the doctor started putting it all together. Myers said he can distinctly recall the exact moment DeAndre said there may be dealing with an outbreak of some kind. She's like, this is not infectious. This does not look like a lung that has an infection. There clearly has to be something else. I just don't know what this is. Whoa. Prior to the lung illness outbreak, the doctor had already identified vaping as a common issue among teens. They had taken extensive social history of the patients, including what the teens had been inhaling. Among 867 cases where the CDC has data on which substance patients were vaping, 86% said they used THC and 64% reported using nicotine. More than 34% said they exclusively used THC, while 11 said they only vape nicotine. It's a cut. Like, why can't we say, I'm about to make my pie first, ACB and Max are for sure. What else you got on the hot tip? Ooh. Enbridge. Enbridge. Enbridge Utilities. ENB. ENB. I mean, here, I can copy you my whole pie. So you can just take a look at everything I have. Because I've taken a lot of time, I feel like, to narrow down my pie. How many stocks do I have in here? And then you can just remove or add from there. You know what I mean? You don't have to keep my pie. I don't suggest keeping my exact pie because I don't have any of the cannabis stocks in here. That's why I kind of like Robinhood. Like Robinhood, you can buy individual shares and stuff like that. And I do have dividend pairs, but I learned a lot here, and that's where I started with the cannabis stocks. I feel like over here, you want to use this system as well as you can when it's like, and there's 100 stocks in my pie. Right here. Share this pie. Copy. Bada boom. I mean, people are definitely getting sick from something. It's not fabricated by big tobacco. There are definitely cutting agents that people don't talk about. New cutting agents that are being introduced into the market, and consumers don't know about it. Consumers don't know about it. Even the people using the cutting agents, it's being sold to them as a great new cutting agent. It's probably being sold like the vitamin E acetate thing. Like it's probably being sold as, you know, a great new one. TGE136, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. But like using this for the auto invest and the dividends, like you want to make sure everything in your M1 portfolio, or a lot of what you put in there, like not to say I do have in my tech pie things that don't pay dividends: Amazon, Netflix, Facebook, Google, those do not pay a dividend. But that I think is the rest of this entire 100 shares of this thing all pay dividends. I don't think I have anything else in here that doesn't pay a dividend, because then every time you get $10 in dividends, it auto reinvests and it snowballs this portfolio, you know. Look at us, just steady cruising over here. 3% return, $20 in gains, $3.15. I can't wait to watch these dividends increase. Like right now, the biggest one we got was AT&T, 16 cents. Nope, NRZ, New Residential, 44 cents. Half a dollar, almost half a dollar. I can't wait to watch that increase. Like, what's it going to be at the end of November? You know? I definitely think a lot of this real estate stuff, because these are monthly dividend payers, so you want that to be pushing your snowball. NLY, NRZ, O Realty, LTC, Arbor, Cone, Cold, and let me know if like any of these you want like a little bit more explanation on. Like Cold is American Cold Storage. They do all like your food, any produce and stuff like that. Anything that needs cold storage and transportation needs to sit in a cold warehouse. They own all the cold warehouses, and they literally own the majority of cold storage in America. It's freaking crazy how much they own. American Tower, these people own like every fucking cell phone tower in America, Canada, and I think they might even have some in Europe. I don't even know. But they own multi-carrier cell phone towers. They own the real estate, and they maintenance the tower. A bunch of these, like Main Street Capital's in here. These are all just more REITs and stuff. You don't have to have all these, but I like them. A lot of them are monthly payers too, so you get the monthly rollover instead of quarterly. I guess energy and utilities, like I said, Enbridge, Dominion, Duke Energy, BP pays a great dividend. I've also put in American Waterworks and Aqua America that do water. We have Excel, ExxonMobil. We have Waste Management for trash. So these are all basically, close to monopolies that also have government support. Everybody's got to drink clean water. Everybody makes trash. And everybody needs energy of some kind, whether that be electricity or oil. We need it. You know what I mean? And then healthcare. I think healthcare is a great sector to be in right now. AbbVie. Jesus, 24% return on AbbVie. Let's fucking go. Johnson & Johnson. Pfizer. Bristol Myers. Amgen. United Health is a great one to be in. Novartis, Eli Lilly, Abbott Laboratories, Medtronics, American Company. All dividend paying stocks. All dividend paying stocks. Financial, Bank of America, HSBC, PNC, BlackRock, Goldman Sachs, US Bank, JP Morgan Chase. I just increased. I want more JP Morgan Chase because Warren Buffett is buying JP Morgan Chase. Morgan Stanley, American Express, Sinfed Financial, Visa, MasterCard, PayPal. I threw Sinfed in here because I'm Cincinnati, but that return's not. It's not my favorite. It's not my favorite. Travel and cars. Honda, I just bought a CRV. Toyota. Delta Airlines, I really like. Also, Warren Buffett is buying Delta Airlines. That I thought was very interesting. We made a good return on it. I think we keep buying that. GM. I like what they're doing with smart cars. Same with Tesla. Electric vehicles and smart vehicles. I think there could be some future play here. Oh yeah, Tesla does not pay a dividend. This is one that does not pay a dividend. Oh, must look at Penske Automotive. PAG. First of all, where you really do all your research is seekingalpha.com. Whoa. This is one of my faves right now. Look at their dividend history. All time. They've been paying a dividend. So this chart goes all the way back to 2004. I'm not sure if that's the furthest back it goes or not. But look at this. In 2009, this is 5/17, this is 2011. They pay quarterly. Paid 7 cents, then it went up to 8 cents, 9 cents, 10, 12, 13, 14. They've been increasing 1 cent every dividend payment. So if you bought a share back in May of 2011, God, you could have got it for $13. It's $50 right now. And that $13 share is now paying you $0.41 every time they pay a dividend. That's a huge increase. Let's just say it was $13.50 a share when you bought it. It's 3%. You're getting a 3% return on your money on that share every time they pay a dividend. And it's going up. It's going up. I mean, come on now. The 1 year is pretty steady. 5 year. It's been a pretty steady stock. It's just kind of started to take off here. Very interesting. See how safe the dividend is. So the dividend yield, this number here is based off the stock price. And this goes down as the stock price goes up faster than their dividend goes up, then this goes down. And if their dividend yield is going up faster than their stock price, then this number would go up. And it looks like over time, over the 5 year, I mean, it's been pretty consistent. We're at the bottom of that, so I think this is a good time to buy the stock. And it pays a dividend. And their payout ratio is 30% here. That's nice and low. They've got plenty of room. That means there's another freaking 70% of their profits to reinvest in the business and continue to grow it. Declare date 10/16, dividend date 11/7. So people just got paid. Payout date 12/3. Oh, nice. We own some, so we'll get paid out on 12/3. We owned it by then. Look at the Robinhood account. It's just on fire. Maxar. We're about to hit 12 bones. Let's go, Maxar. Carrying the weight of the portfolio today. ACB was up, and then they're like, no. I need to stop buying this stock. I'm just like chasing bad money with good money. You never want to do that. Canopy Growth is holding positive. Still under $20 a share. Got me a nice little pie to start building from for now. That's what's up. Retail and food. You can't forget this, dude. Target, General Mills, Kellogg, Vail Mountain Resorts. You want to go skiing? Vail Mountain Resorts. They own ski resorts all over the world, not just in Colorado. Costco. Home Depot. Home Depot is a great one, I feel like. Home Depot, Costco, I think they're all really good competitors against Amazon. Target, that's why I have them. Kroger, I think is an amazing competitor. Walmart, I think both of those, all of that are amazing competitors against Amazon. Starbucks, I mean, come on. Starbucks isn't going anywhere. Cintas, another Cincinnati corporation, but always all over, so I enjoy holding it. McDonald's, we've taken a little bit of a hit in McDonald's. And Wendy's, I like Wendy's personally better. But McDonald's is one of those, I mean, they've been paying a dividend forever. They pay 2.59% dividend yield, like, just collect, you know what I mean? ACB, buy or no? I don't know. If you haven't started in cannabis stocks yet, I would say wait. Like, if you don't already own any and you're not cost averaging yourself down, I would say wait, because it doesn't pay a dividend, so there's really no need to buy it until it's making that upward trend. You know what I mean? Until we find like a super solid bottom and it starts going upwards. Like, let it get back above $4 and prove to you that it's on the rise. And then there's plenty of room, because look at it. Look at the 1 year chart of this thing. I mean, at one point it was at $9 within the past year. You know? We've already shed over two-thirds of the value. Two-thirds of the value of this fucking stock. But look at the volatility there. And like, it hasn't reached these levels yet. What was the highest it was here? Like 250? What did it spike to right here? 241. Yeah, it just seems super scary still. And it's got a little, it's like starting to level out, but, you know, let's let it look like this. You know, like if we're trying to look at technical charts. Look at Maxar. Look at that nice established bottom all year, like, and now we're just breaking out. We're on this fucking breakout right here. This is from when they went public. Keep in mind, it's a new company, 2017. And I believe a satellite exploded somewhere in here last year. This is definitely where a satellite exploded, right here. Summer of last year. And it was like, choo! But now we're finding a bottom. They're paying off debt. They're growing. They just released their quarterly numbers and killed it. There's a lot of analysts that are calling for $20 a share. And this looks like a steady bottom here. Like, look, it's even increasing as it goes. Like, it's like that's the lowest point. It never reaches this low again. $4. God, imagine if you had the balls. If you had the balls to call the bottom right there when it came back up to $5 and you were like, yep, that's the bottom. I mean, somebody called it. Look at it. And then it's like, and I expect it to repeat this peak right here. See these 3 peaks and how they went? This is going to do the same. This isn't going to keep going up. I have a feeling this will be the top right here. And next week, we're going to see the back end of the peak, the downward. And then we'll have a little spike. And what that is, those are people taking profits. Those are guys that were like, yep, I did get it at $4 down here. And $5 over here. And $6 over here. And I'm about to scoop some profits out of here. So there's going to be a day of selling and downward pressure. And you can't freak out on the downward pressure, because once those sellers get out of the way and there's nothing but buyers, the sky's the limit, yo. The sky's the limit. We're holding. We made 10% on this stock alone already. 10% return. Let's fucking go. Let's double up right here. And they pay a dividend. It's 1 cent. It's nothing great, but look, we're finding a bottom. We've put almost $12,000 into this fucking account. And we did a lot of learning. Lots of learning. Investing in the cannabis stocks took us down. Trading options took us down a quick G. But look at the bottom we're creating. We're creating a solid bottom here with some growth now that we've learned. And we've taken the knowledge from right in here, all this knowledge we gained to steady out the fucking free fall we were in, we put over here. White smoke, what's good? Just spun into the $33 3K for under $1. Damn, I don't get to spin into shit, dude. I never get to spin into anything. One day I'll spin in. It'll be glorious. It'll be one of the most glorious days in the world. Click it fast. That's what I do. I need to get on that. Damn, there's not one cause. So since then, Wisconsin officials confirmed 82 cases, 1,400 patients under investigation. No one compound or ingredient has emerged as the cause. Many different substances and product sources are still under investigation. Officials aren't just looking at what's being vaped, but also whether the heating process in e-cigarettes could be playing a role. Wow, I think there will be multiple cases, potentially more, with one root cause. Wow. Sure, there's a lot of good players in this, though, because there's only like 30 people, so I won't last long. Hey, just play good. It is what it is. Maybe you'll cash it. That's what's up. Dang, here's why LinkedIn is a gold mine for foreign spies digging. News this week, the 2 former Twitter employees were charged by the Department of Justice with spying for Saudi Arabia inside the company. What? What? Poggers, dude. What the fuck? Put a fresh spotlight on a problem few business people think about as they tweet friend and message away on the internet. Social media is crawling with spies. What? And the biggest target, according to some experts, isn't the flashy Twitter. It's the button-down site LinkedIn, which is owned by Microsoft. No, I have Microsoft stock. Why? Current and former law enforcement officials contacted by CNBC argue that LinkedIn's unique combination of professional information and implicit promise of financial gains make it the perfect place for foreign intelligence services to troll for corporate insiders willing to spill intellectual property for money. Oh my goodness. Wow. U.S. government employees who have grown disgruntled in their jobs. Dude, it makes so much sense. You offer them a fake job that pays like 10 or 20% more, and they're just willing to fucking spill their guts, and then they never get the job. So, my God, what a fucking grift. LinkedIn, they say, is likely being targeted by foreign agents looking to infiltrate the company physically, as well as by spies looking to use phony LinkedIn accounts to connect with sources. Wow, even getting employed. If you're in a foreign intelligence agency, LinkedIn is a goldmine because you can get friends, followers, and family, and people's rank inside companies, said Clint Watts, former FBI special agent and senior fellow at the Center for Cyber and Homeland Security at George Washington University. There are more secrets in Silicon Valley than there are in Washington, D.C., for sure. Former FBI counterintelligence operative Eric O'Neill agrees. Top spies, he said, LinkedIn is interesting. You can use it to find out a lot of corporate information without even hacking. Oh my God. O'Neill, who played a key role in bringing down the FBI mole Robert Hansen for spying on behalf of the Soviet Union, said Chinese intelligence agents have been among the most aggressive users of LinkedIn. Data is the currency of our lives, and companies have all the data. Wow. So crazy. Like, what data are people paying for? Who's paying for what? Current government officials have gone public with warning about Chinese espionage on LinkedIn. In August, William Evanina, director of the National... He sounds like a spy. What is that last name's heritage? Evanina? That guy sounds fake. William Evanina. Where did you come from, sir? Director of the National Counterintelligence Agency and Security Center. I'm sure they did their research on him. I'm just a guy. Told the New York Times that Chinese spies are operating on a mass scale. Instead of dispatching spies to the U.S. to recruit a single target, he said, it's more efficient to sit behind a computer in China and send out a friend request to thousands of targets using fake profiles. Wow. The internet's a fucking creepy place, yo. The Department of Justice officials told CNBC that the Chinese recruitment efforts have been paying dividends for Beijing, something we love. Oh my God. Of the recent U.S. intelligence officers who flipped and gone to work for the Chinese, some of them were recruited by LinkedIn. What? What? They're recruiting U.S. intelligence officers? How are these people giving up their country? Are these people going to jail? Are they moving to China? What is going on here? Do they not even know what they're doing? Is it total accident? The problem, the official said, is the government officials who are themselves looking to network and find higher paying jobs with more responsibility put detailed accounts of their careers on the site, which can give the Chinese and others a roadmap to exactly whom to approach. Jesus. It's a site where people put up all their former security clearances and where they used to work, the official said. People ought to be first in line of defense for themselves and not post things on there that they wouldn't tell directly to a foreign intelligence service. Jesus, I think most people have no idea what they're doing. So many deceitful intentions. Yeah, they have no idea. They're just talking to a potential new employer about what they did in the past, and they're like, oh, this person's really interested in me. I should go ahead and tell them what we did. They love this. This is gonna help me get the job. Oh my God. U.S. government said the LinkedIn is aware of the problem and working to solve it. We talked to them about it. They're very responsive, he said. They're very forward-leaning on supporting lawful process. LinkedIn said it's been working on the problem for years. We actively seek out signs of state-sponsored activity on the platform and quickly take actions against bad actors in order to protect our members. LinkedIn's head of trust and safety said in a statement to CNBC, we don't wait on requests. Our threat intelligence team removes fake accounts using information we uncover and intelligence from a variety of sources, including government agencies. Dang. The do's and don'ts of interviews. Seriously. Shut your mouth. You can say you work somewhere and stuff, but you don't need to fucking give up the secrets of your former company and what they did, what they did exactly to make money or be safe or whatever the fuck. Jeez. Between January and June, LinkedIn says it took action against 21.6 million fake accounts. Yeah, because they're just fucking printing another million every day. What's it matter? Company says it restricts 2 million fake accounts before members report them and 67,000 afterwards. LinkedIn says did it by pairing human review with artificial intelligence and machine learning. It's difficult to say how many of these millions of accounts were created by foreign spies, but clearly some of them were. In 2018, the company said it restricted 24 fake profiles and suspected were created by Russian nation-state actors that were engaged in sharing political diversive content from both ends of the U.S. political spectrum. Wow. They're literally trying to make us fight both ends of the U.S. political spectrum. Like, they want us to divide, and we are doing it so well. Like, this whole Democrats, Republicans, two sides, like, fuck the other side, fuck the other side, fuck the other side. Like, that's exactly what they want out of us. We have to come together and agree on things and find middle fucking ground, because we're all fucking humans on this planet. And it's not going anywhere. We're not going away. You know what I mean? We all have to live together. It takes just one persuasive account to do damage to a targeted company or government agency. Damn, as far back as 2015, the cybersecurity company SecureWorks reported that an Iran-based threat called TG2889 was operating a network of fake LinkedIn profiles. What? The Iranians apparently had gone to a great deal of trouble. The firm said 25 fake LinkedIn accounts it discovered fell into two categories: fully developed personas, which it called leaders, and supporting personas it called supporters. Profiles for the leader personas include full educational histories, current and previous job descriptions, and sometimes vocational qualifications. LinkedIn group membership of the 8 leaders' personals were found 6 had more. That's just a fucking. Covered fell into two categories called leaders, supporting personas called supporters. Profiles for the leader personas included full educational histories, current and previous job descriptions, and sometimes vocational qualifications. LinkedIn group members. Of the 8 leader personas that were found, 6 had more than 500 connections. Damn. Why go through all the trouble of making fake networking contacts? Because it works, Watts said. He knows of a major bank that discovered its CEO had 5 separate profiles on LinkedIn, but the CEO himself hadn't created any of them. Watts concluded that intelligence agencies were using fake CEO personas to contact with people the executive knew and draw intelligence about the bank out of those real executives using direct message from their phony boss. Wow. O'Neill recalls an incident in which a company hired a cybersecurity firm as a red team to hack into systems and detect vulnerabilities. Instead of blunt force hack, the consultant simply went to nearby Hooters restaurant and signed up a waitress as an accomplice with a non-disclosure agreement. Using photos of the waitress in various professional outfits, they created a fake LinkedIn account for the person they called Emily Williams, who is not only beautiful but brilliant, a software expert with a master's degree from MIT and an undergraduate degree from the University of Texas. Oh my God. Once the account amassed enough contacts on LinkedIn, Anil said the consultants changed the name of her purported employer to the target company. They then sent e-greeting cards at Christmas time to a large group of the company's senior executives. O'Neill says everyone targeted opened the link, activating hidden malware, except for the company's chief of security. What? It's one thing to take on fake MIT graduates from Hooters, but it's quite another to be dealing with sophisticated and well-financed foreign intelligence services. That's why many in the industry worry that companies will simply throw up their hands at the threat and not spend money trying to defeat an enemy that will never go away. Damn. It's not our job to stop this. We pay taxes to the government to solve it. You guys figure it out. Dude, that's the worst thing you can say. Like, if they fucking take your info, you might not have a job anymore. Your business might go out of business because somebody beat you, because they had all your fucking insider info about every move you were gonna make, and they could fucking counter your bitch ass. Jeez. Glenn Chisholm, CEO of Obsidian Security in Newport Beach, California, said all of the social media companies are being attacked, and LinkedIn no more than the rest, but he believes all of them need to be able to go toe-to-toe with the foreign spies. It's the cost of doing business to combat nation-state intelligence agency. Yeah, if you're Google or Facebook, you can't say you're hopelessly outgunned. You have to have the smartest people and enormous resources. 14 out of 34 for break. Let's fucking go. That's what's up. Dude, white smoke, take it down. Not getting great hands, hope they come. Just a matter of time, my friend, just a matter of time. Who's Bloomberg? President Donald Trump on Friday taunted former, the New York Mayor Michael Bloomberg. Multi-billionaire Michael Bloomberg, and he was the mayor. Amid reports that he's preparing a late entry into the already crowded 2020 Democratic primary race. It's not going to do well, but I think it's going to hurt. Former Vice President Joe Biden, Trump 73, said of the 77-year-old Bloomberg, "There's nobody I'd rather run against than little Michael. Little Michael will fail." Wow, way to attack him. Only final table gets paid and min cash is $120 for under $1. I fucking hope I get there. Let's go. Trump has long made efforts to brand his political enemies with derisive or demeaning nicknames. He regularly referred to his Democratic opponent as Crooked Hillary. It's called House Intelligence Chairman Adam Schiff, who is leading the impeachment inquiry into Trump's efforts with Ukraine, as Shifty Schiff. Trump, who stands 7 inches taller than Bloomberg, has slighted the former little mayor with the little moniker before. Little Michael Bloomberg, who never had the guts to run for president, knows nothing about me. His last term as mayor was a disaster, Trump tweeted. Why so attacking? I hate the attacking. Like, when does that stop working? When do people desensitize to that? Like, oh, people that like it, they think it's funny. They're like, oh, little Mikey. Disney. We own shares of Disney. I love Disney. Disney shares jump Friday as excitement around the media giant streaming service overshadowed a sharp profit decline from the previous quarter. Company posted Thursday an adjusted profit of $1.07 a share. That's down 28% from $1.48 per share in the year earlier period. Whoa. Disney's earning did, however, top Redfinitive estimates of 95 cents a share. So everybody knew it was coming. The more common it is observed by others, the more they are desensitized to it. Well, hopefully this fucking ends soon, because it's so sickening that people love, like, the division. You know what I mean? And, like, I know that life is a balance, you know, and, you know, there's going to be a point here where we hit a fucking threshold where we start to swing back the other way. And hopefully that's fucking soon, right? The market is sensing big things are brewing in the quarter ahead, Michael Nathanson, founding partner of MoffettNathanson, said in a note. As we have vividly seen at Netflix, when moving in the right direction, momentum and subscribing growth makes those metrics investors' sole focus. Nathanson had a price target on Disney of $150, which represents a 12% upside from Thursday's close of $132. Disney shares traded 4.4% higher, around $138. Let's go. Until there's another great disaster or war, yeah. I feel you on that, unfortunately. It sucks. People have a commonality to come together for it. Yeah. Disney Plus will launch next week with hundreds of classic Disney movies, thousands of TV episodes, and content that's exclusive to the platform, including The Mandalorian, a series set in the Star Wars universe. This content, coupled with recent announced distribution deals with Verizon and Amazon, has led to high subscriber expectations from Nathanson. The analyst expects Disney Plus to have about 8 million subscribers around the world by year end and 18 million by the time the company's fiscal year 2020 ends. Wow. It's not only one expecting strong growth from Disney Plus. Stephen Cahill, an expert and analyst at Wells Fargo Securities, also expects Disney Plus to end the calendar year with 8 million subscribers. He also thinks 21 million people will have signed up for the streaming service by the end of 2020. Another analysis account expects to obtain more than 30 million subscribers by 2023. Goldman Sachs analysis Drew Borst also thinks Disney Star Wars content will help build up Disney's Plus subscriber base. Wow. To demonstrate the scale of the Star Wars fan base, consider the first two movies in the current Skywalker trilogy, The Force Awakens 2015 and The Last Jedi 2017, averaged 27 million in domestic movie ticket sales on the opening weekend alone. Holy shit. Assuming those individuals equate to 9 million unique households, i.e. 2.5 individuals per household national average, that represents a meaningful subscriber opportunity for Disney+. Wow, get you some Disney. Disney first unveiled its streaming service on April 11th. Since then, the stock is up more than 13%, hit a record high in late July. Go to Belgium 68. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the follow. You look like this guy. DM it to me. You have to DM it to me. No links. Who are you going to say? Who are you going to say I look like, huh? Who are you going to say? Put in chat who it is. What's the name of the person? Uh-oh. Pics. Ball memes. My friend got a new haircut. Uh-oh, God. I fucking love this, actually. That's great. That's great. Do I look like that guy? Dude, I got a beard. I got a head on my hair. Fuck. Fuck. That's great. That was a good one. White smoke laughing on it. Where we go here? These stocks are carrying the industrial sector to record highs. What do you guys got for me? Do you want to watch the video? I don't think I really want to watch the video. Caterpillar, UPS, United Technologies, Kansas City Southern, Boeing, Honeywell, Union Pacific. I just can't bring myself to do it. Wow. Former NBA Commissioner David Stern says league should reconsider marijuana ban. Let's fucking go, baby. Let's pack a bowl to that one. You know what I mean? We've been live for a while now. I think it's fair enough to pack up a bowl. What do you guys say? Is that okay? Is that alright if I pack up a B? Did we get a lot of news in? Being somewhat sober this morning? I mean, we were not totally sober. I smoked before I fired up the stream. Like, come on. I smoke every day. I smoke before I get in the shower every day. You get me? I wake up, I smoke, then I get in the fucking shower. Jabel said, it's time for a safety meeting. Ace Queen lost to Ace King. No! No! God, White Smoke. I feel your pain, dude. I feel your pain. Took half my stack. Ah! Grinder out here. Pack us up a nice fresh full White Smoke. And just, you know, let it be. Let it be. Let it be. Let it be, White Smoke, let it be. I appreciate everybody being with me this morning, doing stock news and stuff. We're not even playing poker right now. And you guys are out here. I hope you're enjoying the content. I'll get it back, I hope. Let's go. Let's get it back. You still got half your stack. Still got half the stack. You got this. Packed up a nice bowl. if you're out there and you've got a Twitch Prime sub available, you won't see commercials during our poker breaks. You get to use the wonderful Jables emotes, and we have more emotes on the way. And in giveaways, you get help in giveaways. So, if you have that Prime sub available, go ahead and smash it. And hey, if you like your boy and want to spend it on a regular sub, go ahead and smash that mug. You know what I'm saying? It's worthy. $5. We were at 9. We went down to 5. I need a 3-way all-in to get back. Haha, shitty. Philadelphia. Former NBA Commissioner David Stern said the league's ban on marijuana is outdated and should be reconsidered in the next collective bargaining agreement. What? Poggers, yo. I think it's time to take a whole new look at it, Stern77 said in the interview Wednesday. He's 77 and he thinks we need to take a new look at it. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Said in an interview Wednesday with CNBC, 76 Capital Sports Innovation Conference in Philadelphia. It's a wide-ranging conversation. He also touched on China's rift with the NBA and retired star Tim Duncan's return to the court as a coach. Tim Duncan's returning as a coach? That's what's up. Stern said his feelings about marijuana have shifted with the recent surge in medical use of THC and CBD, the two main compounds in cannabis, to treat pain, anxiety, and other ailments. Let's go! In many cases in sports, Stern said, the opioid crisis begins with players being prescribed pills for their pain. And if there's another substance, whether it be CBD or THC, that eases the pain, then I'm all for it. Let's go, Stearns. That's what's up. Players are subject to 4 random drug tests during the season, a rule Stearns helped write before stepping down in 2014 as commissioner after 3 decades at the league. Players aren't tested during the offseason. Wow, so they can smoke all offseason. Phoenix Sun center DeAndre Ayton was suspended without pay for 25 games last month for violating the NBA's and NBPA's anti-drug policy when he tested positive for banned diuretic. Though the exact substance is not known, diuretics are sometimes used to clean the body of THC, the psychoactive ingredient pop before mandatory drug tests. Oh, so they caught him trying to clean his system out. Let's fucking go. Oh, I had 7-7, but they all folded. That's alright. Shit. Stearns, who first spoke out on rescinding the rule 2 years ago, recalled riding the ban. He said players pushed for the rule over concerns that teammates were smoking pot at inappropriate times. You don't want players drinking beer at halftime, Stearns said, and you don't want them smoking joints at halftime. But if it's controlled usage and has a viable, legitimate use, why not? Poker Chef Jeff took second in the fat 12.5K for $1,941. Holy shit. Let's go, Poker Chef Jeff. Congratulations, dude. That's what's up. Wow. Congrats, man. That's what's fucking up. Let's go. Stearns also spoke about the political firestorm created by Houston Rockets general manager Daryl Morey on Twitter last month when he tweeted and then deleted a message that supported anti-government protesters in Hong Kong. The tweet created a rift between the NBA and China, resulting in the cancellation and suspension of games on China Central Television. Whoa, thank you, brother. Had the chip lead heads up and lost some key flips, but was super stoked. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Way to fucking take it down, Poker Chef Jeff. That's what's fucking up. Hitting that cash out button like bing, bing. I think Adam, under extraordinary difficult circumstances, did a good job of indicating to the Chinese that there's nothing that he's going to do about stifling speech and trampling American values. And he's brought the players through it, Stern said. It's not over yet because the NBA games are still not back on CCTV, but my guess is that they'll be, and we'll go back to business as usual. Fans are incredibly loyal to the NBA, and every time the NBA plays in some other continent or country, whether it be Africa, where there's 1.2 billion people, or India, where there's 1.4 billion people, people say they're playing more here than we thought because the repressive Chinese regime made it impossible for them to play there. I don't think the Chinese government will get itself into that. Stern said the lost revenue from canceled partnerships and broadcast deals in China will have a marginal impact on the NBA's salary cap, currently at $109 million per team. Some players are still concerned the cap could take a hit if the rift causes the league's basketball-related income to fall, especially since it was a team executive who caught the problem and not a player. Stern's advice to players: I would say they live in a great country and we develop together with them a great system that makes them the highest paid athletes in the world. There are always going to be some turns in the road, but relax and enjoy it. Seriously, you're getting paid so much. Like, chill the fuck out. Sports betting is also dominating some discussions in the NBA, which just signed a partnership with DraftKings to become an authorized betting operator of the league. It's going to bring new fans in, Stern said. Now that sports betting is legal, existing fans are going to stay longer. It's going to be great for franchise value. It's going to open up new sponsor categories with all the casinos who are busy fighting over it. So I think it's good for sports. It's good for sports, but, man, a lot of people are going to lose their ass sports betting. What else we got? I used to work at Buffalo Wild Wings. I was a chef there. Holy shit. A Buffalo Wild Wings employee died and at least 10 people checked themselves into a hospital after being exposed to a strong chemical cleaning agent at a restaurant in Burlington, Massachusetts, authorities said on Thursday. Burlington Fire Department responded to a chemical reaction in the kitchen area of the restaurant where a male employee was suffering from nausea. Fire Department representative said in a statement, media identified the chemical as sodium hypochlorite, a cleaning agent. The employee was taken to Leahy Hospital. Leahy Hospital? That's awesome. Medical center in serious condition after being exposed to the strong cleaning. Man later died at the hospital. The other patients, including restaurant employees and patrons, complained of difficulty in breathing and burning eyes. The gentleman that passed away was an employee who attempted to squeegee the product out of the building when he was overcome. Wow. There's no threat to public safety. Not immediately respond. We're shocked and saddened. How did this happen? What? Did he like spill a drum of it? Not getting any hands in a cooler or something. I don't dare go all in on anything. Okay, you gotta play it like any other tournament, as if it was just like a 1 cent within your bankroll, you know what I mean? And it just is what it is. I like Delta. Delta is my favorite airlines, and I own the stock. Ooh. ACB back in the green. Let's go. Let's go, Aurora. Maybe we are finding that bottom. Maybe we are finding that bottom. Canopy growth up 3%, 3.5. Let's go, let's go, let's go. NLY pushing back over $9. Let's go. This is one of my favorites. New residential investments, NRZ. Over $16 a share. I'm in at $15.37. Let's fucking go. Not only that, it pays a huge dividend of 14%. Come on, baby. Monthly, motherfucker. Monthly, I'm printing that shit. Chief Financial Officer told investors Thursday that the carrier, they just had their quarterly meeting. Just not seeing one yet. An economic downturn might be 2 years down the road, might be 5 years down the road, but at the end of the day, we've been studying for this financial exam for a long time, and we feel the company is very well positioned for whatever economic cycle might be to continue to thrive. The International Monetary Fund warned last month of a synchronized slowdown in global growth amid trade conflicts, with strong consumer spending has buoyed the U.S. economy. Delta was hit by the Great Recession shortly after it emerged from bankruptcy, and then acquired Northwest Airlines, setting off a musical chairs of mergers among U.S. airlines that has left 4 carriers in control of about 3/4 of the U.S. market. Wow. The Atlanta-based airline, the country's most profitable and largest by market cap, has been growing alternative revenue streams, such as its growing partnership with American Express and its new engine repair facility at its headquarters. Damn, let's fucking go, Delta. Let's go. I love it. I love it. Let me sign back into M1 Finance so I can show you it's a part of the pie. Get me in there. Travel and cars. My travel and cars section. We've got Delta Airlines in there, and we're up 10%. Let's go. Let's go. Didn't I tell you Warren Buffett's been buying it too? Warren Buffett's been buying the shit out of Delta Airlines and banks this year. Something's up. I like me Mr. Buff. Mr. Buffett knows what he's doing. The airline this week livened up its international economy class with more snacks and free Bellini cocktail. What? In the economy class to try and one-up competitors, the airline's been successful at getting passengers to pay higher fees, particularly toward the front of the plane. Absolutely, dude. It is so much more comfortable on a Delta flight. Their chairs alone are so much better than the economy people are trying to squeeze you in like a fucking vacuum molded plastic chair that does not recline at all so they can squeeze more fucking rows of chairs in the fucking plane. It's like one more fucking row. It is the most uncomfortable fucking bullshit. They have turned the fucking your fold down tray is now literally the size of my fucking phone. It's like a little piece of metal that sticks out that you can barely put anything on. You're gonna fucking spill your drink all over your lap. Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. Delta Airlines all fucking day. Delta, I'll take my sponsorship when we grow the stream big enough. Thank you. I'll fly Delta to every poker tournament. Revenue from coach class made up a little less than half of Delta's $44 billion in revenue last year, down from nearly two-thirds of the airline's revenue in 2011. Meanwhile, revenue from its premium seats, such as those in business class, brought in close to a third of Delta's revenue last year, up from 18% in 2011. Delta executives have noted that it used to sell only around 10% of its first-class seats, and now sells about 60%. That's what's up. Delta, like other airlines, is giving travelers more opportunities to upgrade to more expensive seats even after purchasing tickets. Airlines now are better equipped from a technology and marketing standpoint to sell their premium cabins. That is true. Using the Delta app, man, they're always trying to hit you with the, oh, I'll just fuck myself, whatever. On to the next one, White Smoke. And you're still in. If you still got a chip, you got a chair. I came back in the home game from 3,000 chips yesterday. DeChaney knocked me down to 3,000 chips and we spun it back up. First thing the CFO does in the face of an economic headwind is says, get to the back of the plane. In the wake of the financial crisis, the gap between deeply discounted just fill the plane coach fares and four-figure business class fares was wide, and travelers had fewer options to upgrade. In an economic downturn, as business travelers comply with all your corporate travel policies, but you have a separate, unique transaction where individually you can make a choice to buy up to first class or premium experience. I had 2K, now 6. Let's go. I don't really care about the Shining sequel. Like, no care. Does Disney own FX? Elon Musk, Tesla founder Elon Musk, has fired back at one of his biggest hedge fund adversaries, ridiculing Greenlight Capital founder David Einhorn in a letter shared on Twitter for his position against the electric car maker. Musk addresses Einhorn as Mr. Unicorn and himself as Treelon, pointing out the losses that Greenlight has suffered due to its short position against Tesla. Musk agreed last month to donate 1 million trees to the Arbor Day Foundation last month. While the company shares are barely positive for the year, they've been on a tear lately since the company crushed third quarter earnings estimates more than 2 weeks ago. The stock is up 7% this week and 39%, almost 40% over the past month. What? Toss me a pork chop. What's good? How you doing today? I forget. I'm like about to type in chat, but then I'm like, oh yeah, no delay. You see this immediately. What's good? Just reviewing some shit. We're relishing in our wonderful bet on Maxar Technologies. That's your residential investment, but we placed a wonderful bet on Maxar, and we're just crushing it out of the park right now. Up $195 total return. Just today alone, we're up 95 bucks. Nice little return. And if I do ever have to hold it, they pay dividend. They do not pay 9% though. Smoking that ganja, positive EV. Hell yeah, we're here just reading the news, checking shit out. It's understandable that you wish to save face with your investors, given that your losses you suffered from Tesla's successful third quarter, especially since you've had several down years in performance and a sharp drop in assets under management from $15 billion to $5 billion, Musk wrote. You have our sympathies. Oh, bang, 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 bang. Shots fired by fucking Elon Musk. CNBC has reached out to Greenlight for comment. Oh, they're like, what do you feel about those shots fired? How do you feel about that? In this quarterly letter to clients, Einhorn acknowledged that his Tesla position dented Greenlight's returns for the quarter, which otherwise were solidly positive. Greenlight Capital Funds returned 5.6% in Q3 and are up 24% year to date. Hey, that's fucking... According to the letter, however, in 2018, the firm had its worst year
I reluctantly use the word great because I think it's such an emotional stock one way or the other, and I don't want to pick sides here. I want to stay straight and narrow down the road. And specifically what happened, and in hindsight, they kind of told us that this would happen in their June letter. That they
Shut the fuck up, dude. He also alleged that Musk knowingly orchestrated Ace 10 suited. Good luck me, let's go. A significant fraud by arranging $2.6 billion acquisition at a time when Solar City was insolvent. Musk and his family had a huge conflict of interest, but rather than properly recusing himself, Musk initiated the transaction and drove the process. Solar City was founded in 2006 by Musk's cousin, and his brother is a member of both companies' boards. For his part, Musk did not address any of the specific accusations, but invited Einhorn to visit the Tesla manufacturing facility to find out for himself how well the company is operating. Musk said he recognizes your desire to feel somehow relevant, but added that the world is increasingly recognizing Tesla's contributions to science, safety, and a sustainable environment. Damn. To extend that you have any desire to learn about the amazing process the people of Tesla are making, I'd like to extend an open invitation to meet with me to discuss Tesla and tour our facilities, Musk said. For their sake, I'm certain your investor would appreciate you getting smart on Tesla. Damn. Bang, 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 bang. Shots fired. That's crazy. See, I don't trust any of the tobacco stocks. Everybody's like, oh, they're dividend kings. They've been paying forever. Like, tobacco is on its way out. Vaping is already on its way out. Like, I'm good. Nike hit with another damning op-ed. I was emotionally and physically abused. What? Sack up. What are you talking about? Nike's been hit with another damning op-ed highlighting the obstacles female athletes have faced through training with the company. What? This could get interesting. This one targets Nike's Oregon project, coached by Alberto Salazar, previously the best track team in the world. I joined Nike because I wanted to be the best female athlete ever. Instead, I was emotionally and physically abused by the system designed by Alberto Salazar and endorsed by Nike. Kane said she was met with an all-male staff when she arrived at Nike to train, who told her that in order to get better, she had to be thinner and thinner and thinner. She said that there was no certified nutritionist helping her and her teammates. She said Salazar told her she needed to weigh 114 pounds. Kane said she broke 5 bones after she lost her menstrual cycle. She said that developed suicidal thoughts and started cutting herself under all the pressure to perform. Holy shit. What is going on here? We need to have a little common sense in our life. God, what is going on? This is crazy scary. Nike is acknowledging the fact that there is a systemic crisis in women's sports and at Nike in which young girls' bodies are being ruined, Kane said. A Nike spokesperson told CNBC in an emailed statement, these are deeply troubling allegations which have not been raised by Mary or her parents before. Mary was seeking to rejoin the Oregon Project, and Alberto's team, and recently as April of this year, had not raised these concerns as part of that process. We take the allegations extremely serious and will launch an immediate investigation here from former Oregon Project athletes. At Nike, we seek to always put the athletes at the center of everything we do. These allegations are completely inconsistent with our values. Yeah, like what? She's still trying to make the Olympics on her own now? In an email to the Times, Salazar said he denied many of the Canes' claims. Earlier this year, the U.S. Anti-Doping Agency banned Salazar for 4 years on counts of 3 doping code violations. Though the coach had denied any wrongdoing, it was also reported in early October that Nike CEO Mark Parker had been briefed multiple times by Salazar on his experiments with performance-enhancing drugs. What? Shit is getting crazy. Parker responded to those allegations by calling the accounts highly misleading. He said Nike looked into these allegations about Salazar and did not find that he violated any rules. Then Nike announced later last month that it was shutting down the Oregon Project entirely. This sounds like some crazy, like, fucking human experiment shit. Jesus criminy. Can't just fire a coach and eliminate a program and pretend the problem is solved, the runner said. My worry is that Nike is merely going to rebrand the old program and put Alberto's old assistant coaches in charge. We need more women in power. That's true. Why aren't there women in charge of the women's team? Kane's op-ed follows a slew of other Nike female athletes speaking out, so there's a lot of them speaking out about this. This is a problem. This is a real problem. A Times piece published in May included the voices of 2 former Nike runners, Carrie Goucher and Alyssa Montano, who said their contracts were cut during their pregnancies. Olympic champions Alyssa Felix later that month wrote an op-ed telling a similar story. What? That's fucking crazy. We've recognized Nike can do more, and there's an important opportunity for the sports industry collective to evolve to better support female athletes. A company spokeswoman said at the time. Nike also responded by revising its contract to include more protections for pregnant athletes, extending the period during which women's pay can't be slashed postpartum. So here's the thing, and it's also for men too. Like, this is the problem. Like, if you want to be the best, you might have to sacrifice your personal life to make it to the Olympics. You know what I mean? Like, and to make it to the top level of anything. You know what I'm saying? The NCAA are crooked also, but at least players are about to start getting paid, though. You know what I mean? And, like, there becomes a point, like, so say they make this change, and it's like, all right, pregnancies, all this time off and stuff like that. Are you going to come back and beat the chick who didn't have a kid, though? You know what I mean? Like, and I'm all for it. Like, pay him to do it, and that's all whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I believe you should be able to take those breaks if you want them, but I gotta believe it's just like poker. If you take a break from studying or anything, if you take a break from doing anything, you're not going to be on top anymore. You know what I mean? Streaming. That's a cover. It won't last. Like, there's always going to be somebody willing to do fucking drugs and try and skirt the system. Fuck, I'm out. Can't spin back in. Damn it. Next one, white smoke. On to the next one. I quit my high-paying finance job to start a side hustle. Now it's making millions. Here's what I did. What'd you do? Mixing, matching pills and powders, refining my nutrition supplements, self-optimizing. I did plenty of research. Soon my friend saw my lab of makeshift supplements, say, man, I wish I could try some of that for me. Blah, 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 blah. So this dude just fucking has health and wellness supplements. Way to go, buddy. Way to go, dude. Emirates Airlines posts nearly 300% jump in profits. What? How's that? How's that happen? How's that happen? Roku, I think this is a horrible stock. It's like hardware and access. Like the internet is the access. This is like... Let's see what this dude's got to say. I fucking hate Roku as an idea. Like if I want Disney Plus, I'm going to go to DisneyPlus.com. Every smart TV has built-in systems now. Like why do I need a fucking Roku to access like a cable box? Like you are a moron. To multiple different subscription services. This thing is so stupid.
So you are in investment mode in a sense.
I want to short the fuck out of Roku. How do I short the shit out of this?
At the same time, gross margins coming down as you move into some new areas, including video ads. You've got this pending acquisition of DataXu. Explain to investors exactly what you're doing here, the impact on margins, but where you hope it takes you over the longer term.
Oh, we're going to run ads on top of their ads.
You know, we had a great quarter. You know, our results exceeded our expectations and our outlook. We advertising
Like cash was good.
More than doubled year over year on the
stock
platform,
news,
which is a big area of growth.
Smoke session in the morning, brother.
And, you know, there's a lot of new content services launching. You've heard of things like Disney Plus and Apple TV Plus, and those are all great accelerators for our business. You know, we're an essential partner for those types of companies.
Why would I go to Roku? Why would I use Roku?
The company this year roughly EBITDA break even. We've exceeded that.
If I want to go to Disney Plus or Apple Plus or whatever the fuck, I'm going to go to Apple.
Putting most of our increase in gross profit back into the business, and you can see that because it's such a big opportunity. I mean, you know, most of the world still
Jables, thank you for the biddies.
Popular. We're the U.S.'s leading streaming platform.
11
so
viewers, dude.
So you're seeing things like, you know, us launching Kids and Family on the Roku channel. The new
I appreciate the 11 viewers.
Soundbars, which is a new way for us to acquire active customers. You know, there's a lot of products that we're
like cash dropping biddies. Thank you so much, guys.
You mentioned Disney and Apple, both of them launching streaming services, and you used a metaphor on the call. A lot of people might not realize
Disney and Apple. Like, what does that help for you? Yeah.
You've got people who are coming through Roku and
buying
Disney
that.
And Apple can pay to get in front of those people and say, hey, subscribe to our service.
But why would I buy a Roku when I just bought a smart TV where I can get Hulu and Netflix and all the shit on the television already? Like, what do I need a Roku for?
Those users
I don't understand this.
To get onto those services. Tell me, how do you expect that based on what you've seen previously to trend? So when they launch, of course, you expect them to spend to get users. After the holiday season, maybe when people have bought new devices, do you expect to see another surge in spending on these companies trying to get subscribers?
So wait, he wants Apple and Netflix and Hulu. They're the customers for Roku buying advertising time to Roku's customer base, telling them you should be getting Hulu on your Roku. You should have Netflix on your Roku. That sounds like an awful expenditure of money.
Yeah, I think what we're going to see, I mean, what's happening is you have the technology companies creating new streaming services, and you have the incumbents, you know, realizing, wow, most of my users are moving to streaming, so I need to follow them. And so there's a lot of new streaming services launching, and we're you know, an essential partner for those services.
Do you hear how nervous this guy is? Because he has no fucking actual set. Like, what is he talking about? He's literally explaining that there are more and more people competing with him. And he's trying to be like, well, they need to be working with him. Like, no, motherfucker. You know what I'm going to do if I want to watch Netflix? I'm going to go to Netflix. You know what I mean? I'm going to go to netflix.fucking.com. Like, I will never go to Roku. I will open a Netflix app. If I want to watch Hulu, I will go to fucking Hulu. If I want Disney fucking Plus, Disney Plus, I don't know, Disney Plus me. Listen, I'm going to go straight to Disney motherfucking Plus. Why am I going to Hulu? Like any smart young Hulu is for senior citizens. Like my mom has a Hulu. And she doesn't even use it anymore because she has a smart TV.
We're a great way to launch those services.
Tell me again, dude. Try and sell me again on what the fuck you do.
Creating new technology companies, creating new streaming services, and you have the incumbents, you know, realizing, wow, most of my users are moving to streaming, so I need to follow them. And so there's a lot of new streaming services launching.
There's a lot of competitors, is all I hear.
You know, an essential partner for those services. We're a great way to launch those services. That's our business. I mean, our business basically is connecting end users that are watching television with the streaming service.
What are you, Internet 2.0?
Yes, we get paid when we help sign up customers. So when our partners win, we win. We help them sign up.
My parents love their Roku.
Revenue for that. But then also,
we've
built a
it's like the introductory for senior citizens to cut the cord, because it still comes with a remote. It's got a little box you set up and you plug it into your old school TV that's not a smart TV, you know what I mean? But once they buy a whole new television that's a smart television, who the fuck needs a Roku anymore? You know what I mean? Mid 3-bet, I love it. Thanks for coming out. You're so right, though. My mom has one. She hasn't used it, though.
Features to merchandise services and help these companies
merchandise what?
Acquire subscribers, and so we do get paid for that. So that's part of our business model, and it's a good business.
No.
Okay, and
I think that is a horrible business model. I'm not buying Roku.
I know that this hasn't closed yet.
I want to short the fuck out of Roku.
And how you're talking about
what is their stock ticker?
Is this going to be relevant beyond just Roku? Are you going to continue to pursue their strategy of doing TV buying overall, OTT across all different platforms, even outside of Roku? Are you?
Oh my God, I want to short the fuck out of this.
Go-to spot for a video ad programmatic?
Oh my God.
Well, I mean, DataZoo is an omni-channel DSP, but the main reason we bought DataZoo, or are buying DataZoo, and our focus there is on expanding our platform. And we have a great world-class leading streaming ad platform that's built into our TV First experience. And but we see, and most.
How does that work with Netflix? How do they play ads and then Hulu plays you an ad, or Netflix plays you an ad? Like, am I going to be watching double the ads because I'm going through Roku to watch Hulu? Like, how the fuck does that work? Or is this little fucker right here, and he's not little, is he just like siphoning off part of the revenue from Netflix? He's like, look, if they come through me, if you get your subscribers through me, through the Netflix, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to need a cut, I need a 10 points here, And when they watch that ad, when that ad plays, I need a 10 points here, Is that what this guy's doing? Like, what is this doing?
Are sold direct, meaning, our direct sales team goes out and talks to agencies and marketers, and they buy ads. But the world obviously is shifting.
They buy ads. People just buy ads.
Self-serve tools, automated buying, and so for us, adding a DSP to our platform is a way is part of our technology roadmap. Moving that forward, getting ready for the day when all TV eventually ads will be purchased programmatically, and so we're just systematically building out our platform, getting ready for that day. So for us, the DataZoo acquisition really is about a great team and expanding our ad platform, to be more future ready.
I don't get it. You don't have any content. You have no content.
Within digital advertising,
the whole game is about content and who has the content. The reason Netflix is winning is because they poured hella fucking money into their own original shows and own original content, because they knew one day if it started to work on the internet and they beat Blockbuster and people started subscribing to Netflix and they blew up, people would eventually pull their fucking content from Netflix. You wouldn't be able to watch Disney shit and Apple shit and HBO shit and Showtime shit on fucking Netflix. They would realize that that's where the money is and is still holding the content. And this fuckhead over here has no content. He's just leeching. It's just a leech game.
Whether it's Twitter, whether it's Facebook, whether today reports about Google reviewing some of its policies. As you get more involved, whether it's with DataZoo or otherwise, into advertising, how are you thinking about that at Roku?
Yeah, so advertising is our biggest gross profit driver. It's, you think about all television moving to advertising. There was a report that about 29%.
How does this work?
viewing is now streaming, but only about 3% of TV ads have moved to streaming, and that's not because they're not going to, it's because there's always a lag. And so the TV advertising is going to move to streaming in a big way. It's a big driver of our business. Like I said, ad impressions more than doubled, in the quarter year over year.
His content is the ads.
We're a great platform for advertising. We have a lot of tools for advertisers. We support all different ad categories. We also do.
Dude, if I was an advertiser, if I was trying to sell something, okay, like if I wanted to do an online 15-second or 30-second fucking ad for my CBD company, the last fucking place I would pay to put the ad would be on a fucking Roku. And now I might need to take that back immediately because it's only senior citizens with Rokus and they're interested in CBD. But that's kind of predatory, so I wouldn't do that anyway. But I think that any other normal company, bad example for the CBD company, but any other normal company out there in the world, wouldn't you rather pay directly to Netflix or Hulu, directly to placing the ad on the exact content that fits your demographic? What about Twitch or YouTube? What about Twitch or YouTube? Directly where content's being made? You know what I mean? If we're moving to the internet, what do we need this fucking guy's second layer of internet for? You know what I mean? Doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. Like, if I'm an advertiser, Roku is so far down the fucking list of where I put my online ad. So far down the list.
Finally, Anthony, we've been asking a lot of companies that are not yet profitable about the changing environment. And
he's not even profitable? Oh my God.
And whether or not they're making changes at the margin.
Short the fuck out of Roku.
Accelerate profitability at the expense of long-term growth, even tactically. Have you done anything like that?
Well, we made the decision for this year, at the beginning of the year, to run Roku at EBITDA break even roughly. We're actually slightly positive on an EBITDA basis, and we think that is the right balance between not having a negative cash flow, but also investing our incremental gross profits back into the opportunity, because it's such a huge opportunity for us, at least.
No.
We're focused on maintaining our lead and growing our lead in the streaming.
I don't trust this dude at all. I have no faith in that guy. I have zero faith in this stock. So hard to short, though. I want to short Roku. Options. Puts. I use both, Steve. I use both. I'm sure this has me signed out. Let me sign back in. I started on Robinhood. I started on Robinhood this year, but I use both. And then refer a friend. I think Jabel's just signed up. I need to make an M1. I didn't do it. I need to do it. Oh, you know what I need to do? I bought a new stream overlay and fucking emotes and all this shit. What color scheme do we want? I said blue and green, black and red, or black and yellow. What's your Twitch alias? Randcorp. Which social media would you like displayed in the graphics? Randcorp for Facebook and IG, Randcorp Poker for Twitter. Any reference images? What reference images do we want? Any existing logos or images you want? I put my profits out of Robinhood and put them into M1 Finance. I don't sell on M1 Finance, I buy and hold. That's exactly what's up, Steve. That's kind of what I'm doing. My M1 Finance is like dividend, super long-term hold. I'm never fucking selling here. I just want this snowball to roll, and I think I'm going to use this Robinhood account here. This Robinhood account for more of like the gambly equity plays, and still have dividend. I still hold a lot of dividend payers in here, but so I jammed 2-9 suited and 4 others call it, and I hit the flush. Jeez, let's fucking go. Have we broken even on the 1 month? Yes, we're turning the 1 month green. Let's go. We're going green, baby. We're going green. We're $50 in the green. 1 week we're green. 1 day we're green. Holy shit, Canopy growth is skyrocketing. Let's go. How's our Maxar Technologies doing? Maxar's not giving up. Somebody wanted to take some profits, but after they were done selling, we're right back to the sky, baby. Let's go. Today alone, we've made $150 on Maxar. Like poker what? We have a lot to come back from, though. Look at, we're finding a bottom, though. We're starting to creep up. We're learning the game. We're learning the game. It was expensive, $4,000. An expensive $4,000 to learn the game, but we learned it. All right, any reference with images we want? Poker chips, poker chips, stacks of chips, cash. Okay, I'm out of here. Just lost that damn game too. Later, man. White smoke. Chill on the poke. Stop spending money there. Put it into M1 Finance for a day. You know what I mean? Look at this. Nice little dividends. Imagine. Imagine the slow and steady, not sexy. Remember that poker's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be fun and recreational. Any screen placement or other instructions for the in-game overlay? Any text areas needed? So yes, we want like, what do we want to know? Camera top right. Okay, look at our current. Use current overlay for placement preference. We'd like a place for current song. Latest subscriber. Latest follower. Number of subs. What else do we want? I put the little Twitch viewer thing in there somewhere. Is there anything else we want though? I think that's it. Also a place for chat. And a box to display any sponsorships. Info. What text would you like for your channel? Info, headers, buttons, about me, donate, social. I don't know. About me. Who is Rand Corp? I don't know. I never thought any of this through. To donate. Social coaching. I feel like that's a lot. A logo. What the fuck is my logo? What is the Rand Corp logo? Where's the Rand Corp logo? Jables. We ordered emotes. We ordered new emotes. What do you guys want to see as emotes? I've asked this so many times and nobody answers what they want as emotes. I never get an answer. So I'm just doing my own. I'm doing plus EV, minus EV, a safety meeting sign, and like some type of boom or explosion for when we win a big pot, I guess, right? I don't know. What do you guys want though? What would you use? What do you feel like's missing from your emotes that you would use in other chats and stuff? We need a solid let's fucking go. Damn, that's what's up. We definitely need a solid let's fucking go. And some ladders. Okay. Killing bird ladders. I like it. What do we do for our logo? A one time. Damn, now we're asking for a lot. We do have 31 subscriber points, but we need to make partner to get that many emotes, I feel like. I don't think I can make that many even right now. You asked. I like it. No, I love it. I love it. Mike Cash has got the one time out there. Damn. Mike Cash dropping a biddy. That's what's up. What do we do for our logo, though? Free. I have no idea on this. I just play poker. Help a brother out. Like, I don't even know. My cash ship pride. Uh-oh. We should get it by the end of November. I ordered a Stream Deck too. We gotta get some like movie clips to load up on the Stream Deck for when shit happens, you know what I mean? Bleed the Fifth, I just bought mine on Fiverr from like the best rated dude on Fiverr, and his shit looks dope. And it wasn't that expensive, dude. Like he got me, like he has like a package of stuff you can buy, and I had him customize one that costs a little more, but it gets me obviously a little more. This dude, my name is Mud. I mean, come on, dude. #1 musically, Primus. Come on. He's from San Francisco. I feel like me and this dude could get along. You know what I'm saying? Artistically, I feel like he's a fucking graphic designer from San Francisco. You know what I'm saying? My name is Mud on Fiverr. He's top rated. He responds quickly as fuck. He's got some good shit. God, that was loud. Comes with animations and stuff. Look at that, the bubbles and stuff. Starting soon. I got a starting soon. A break screen. Okay, Okay, can I like adjust the volume before I hit start? Get to the volume, Choppa. This one's kind of dope with the animations. It's got the last follower, last subscriber stuff on there. I like it a lot. Basic panels and stuff. This one's pretty dope. I like how the logo's moving and it's got the animation in the background. And I like the branding all around. And look at the basic pack, $75. Custom overlay, face cam, panel design, one screen, logo design, 3 alerts. Like, you could just start right there. Standard pack, $195. I went with over premium. How do you use TurboTax? Do you do your taxes for all your trades? If you have a lot, it's a headache for the accountant. It probably will be a headache for the accountant, but it is what it is. Like, I have an accountant that does all my taxes for my businesses and my real estate and all that stuff. It's got to get all pushed to somebody because I can't do it all at this point. Somebody else has to do it. So I just pay somebody, and they're going to get the fucking whatever the printout is from Robinhood, and they'll plug the numbers in the right cells, and it'll do its thing. You know what I mean? For Robinhood, fuck, I lost $4,000 this year. Shit. You know, and I don't really make sales on here, so. But it is what it is. Dude can figure it out. That's his job. That's what he gets paid like a fucking $2,000 a year for. Figure all that shit out for me. Figure it out, dude. Good accountants are priceless, my man. Good accountants are priceless. Because this loss will go against some other earning, you know what I mean? It'll all wash out. He'll be like, you owe this. And I'll be like, awesome. I love owing the government money every year. That's fucking sweet, thanks. I'll pay that bill immediately. You know? Because they don't take taxes out of my paycheck. When I get a rent check from my renter, there's no taxes taken out. I gotta pay the taxes at the end of the year. And it's a huge fucking pain. Dude, we're holding 7 viewers. 2 hours in. Let's go. How's Microsoft doing? How's our 1 share of Microsoft doing? Did we sell it? No, there's no way. I sold all of it, did I? Wow, I sold all of it over here. Bank of America's up. We're cruising. 6% on CGC, that's nice to see. 3.8, almost 4% on Disney. SoftBank's coming back, they've been down. CRISPR, I think I'm down in CRISPR. My 2 shares of Krispy Kreme. No, we're up. No dividend. Should we sell this? No dividend. Should we sell it? That's how I look at everything. AbbVie is cruising, yo. Holy shit, let's go. We adjusted our weighting. We took real estate down a little bit. AbbVie's at the top here. I mean, I kind of like it. United Health could come up a little bit, but that's alright. No adjustment needed there. One thing I don't like about M1 is there's nothing to do. Like, it's so passive. It's like, unless you're clicking this deposit button, like, you're not really doing anything, you know? You're just chilling. I guess the same could be said on Robinhood if you played it the same, but I guess playing it a little bit differently. How are we doing in Maxar? Another casual 5% today. Let's go. It's 12 o'clock. Cranked out a little 2-hour sesh today. I think we're going to call it. Get some lunch. But I appreciate everybody coming out. Who do we raid right now? Early morning status. Who gets the early morning hit? Damn, Alex Optional is up streaming poker? Is that true? Is this last night? Alex Optional is up cranking poker already. Let's go. I've rated him a bunch. I do appreciate Rady sent my other way, but I want to send it a little bit different here. Let's go to Skirmitsu. Send him a little love out there. Someone new and spicy. Or is there somebody on our sidebar that we need to be rating? Let's send it over to Stone Ninja. Definitely.
21 years
That's where we're going.
How funny is it? How funny is it? You said 21 twice in the same sentence on the radio. Crazy. 21 is the reason. Can you judge this? 21.
Starting the raid. Alright, guys. Peace. When does it end? Raid now. Pink.